Hi everybody, I'm April Lamb and I teach kindergarten at Parkcrest Elementary. I've been here for 12 years and I've used Class Dojo for about the last 4 years or so. I was a primary technology integration coach for several years and now I've been an I3 for about 3 years. With me, my moderator is Rene Bennett. She is a parent that uses Class Dojo and the one that came up with the clever idea, Monitor Your Monster on Class Dojo. She also is at Kimberlin Academy and she will be our moderator. So if you have any questions, just check over in the chat box and write her any questions you have and she will be happy to answer them. At the end of the video, you will be getting a link for CPE credit for doing this professional development. All right, let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share a screen with you. So what you see here is a Class Dojo code for the professional development. As it states, you can go to classdojo.com/professional development and type the code in XT9P. Not sure if it's case sensitive, but I would try the capital, and that will bring you into the professional development that is provided by Class Dojo. While we're doing that, I want to talk about some of the benefits of Class Dojo. First, the benefit is, if you don't know much about Class Dojo, it is monitoring behavior. So if a student is having poor behavior, you can add those skills and the parent will automatically be notified for any misbehavior. But on the flip side, some of those more challenging students that seem to always be getting the marks in their folder and moving their pens and clips, they can get greens, or green points is what we call them, for good behavior. So parents aren't always just seeing the misbehavior. Also, if your parents are reluctant to sign up for emails or give you any of their personal information, this is a good way to get the parents' emails without them knowing. I know it's kind of tricky, but once they sign up for the app, then their emails they have to provide an email. So their emails are in there that you can go in there and email them if you like. Also, another benefit of Class Dojo is the class story. So I've been using this frequently. We had a pumpkin contest here at Parkcrest, and I was taking pictures of the pumpkins. Also, we had college day or pink out day. You can automatically upload those pictures of your students into the class story. Now, the benefit of this also is that nobody else can see it but the parents that are signed up in your class, so it is not public information.
Jordan White, call the office, please. Jordan White.
Jordan White is obviously in trouble, so I would give her a red point for that on Class Dojo. No, I'm just kidding. Also, another benefit is daily reminders. So if you're going on a field trip, or homework is due, or the Tuesday folder is due, any of those daily reminders you can send, and it will push a notification straight to them if they have the app on their phone. Otherwise, they can check it through just classdojo.com. The last one, like I stated, is that the app sends notifications to the parents automatically. So it's similar to Remind 101 with the fact that you can instantly, it doesn't go through text, but it does go through the app and push notifications. The only difference is now you have the added benefit of being able to do behavior also. I don't see that anybody has signed up. I don't know if we're having difficulty or not, but I'm going to go ahead and start the presentation. So if you didn't get a chance to sign up, you can just watch, and if you have any questions, you can ask Rene. Next, we're going to go on to the demo class, but if you're just joining us, here is the code. If you go to classdojo.com/PD and enter this code, you can follow us. Moving on to the demo class. We're going to click around and try out Class Dojo to give your students positive feedback and the random button and start the timer and more. Now we're going to start exploring. Okay, so here's my demo class. I am in here. If you join, you will also be in here. So let's look at a few things. So first of all, we're in the classroom. I was telling you earlier about the stories. So this is where you can get your invites for your stories and connect your parents. You can even do it in another language. You can also invite parents if you have their email, or you can invite students. Mostly I would think this is designed for parents and behavior, so you would go here. If we come over to messages, this is where you can write parents if you want to tell them your child's having an amazing day, or maybe any personal messages. These will not be seen by any other parents. Now this says seen by 10 parents. If you send a group message, if you go into all parents, you can send a group message. But if I just clicked on this parent specifically, you can write just that parent and nobody else will be able to see. If we come into the settings, this is also on the app, very similar. You can go into edit class. So we're looking here. Here are your class details. So you would have the name of your class here and the grade. Your students. Adding a student is as easy as either copying, pasting, importing a student list, or writing each name individually. Parents, again, you can get the invites and print them out, or you can invite them by email. Skills. So these were the skills that I was telling you about with the green and the red points. If you wanted to add a skill like bringing their homework, or I have bubble, because in kindergarten we keep our bubbles, and you could also assign a point value to that. So if you want one to weigh more than the other. Needs work. Here are some others. They have a stock of off task, didn't bring your homework, but if you wanted to do something like keep your hands to yourself or something like that, also you can assign a point value to that. And you can even change the little icon that goes with that. Sharing, this is where you can share, the students can share their own class stories. There's more information on this on Atomic Learning. We don't use it too much because it's more for older students, that they can have their own QR code and share their stories individually. Here is your information with your account settings. Change your password, messaging, comments, your privacy settings. Also, you can refer a teacher. So if there are teachers at your school that you think that this would be a good idea for them, you can more than welcome to refer. And then connecting students, connecting your parents, and editing your class. Okay, we're going to move on. Now you can add your class. So this is your chance to try to add some students and play around on Class Dojo. Again, if you have any questions, Renee is available to answer. Actually going to go back for just a second. I'm going to look here and I see that I have some students in my class. I have a Monica and I have a Stella Brooks. It looks like you have joined, and it looks like you're looking at this as a student. So you are seeing this as a student. So if you actually go in and log in now into Class Dojo and create a class, it should allow you to do that. In fact, I'm going to go in and show you that now. So I'm just going to go to might try an extra W. Okay, so this is my personal Class Dojo. So when you are under Class Dojo, I'm going to go in and show you mine, and it will show you what it looks like on the page. So here's Parkcrest Elementary, and it shows you that there are 12 teachers that are signed up under Parkcrest. So I can click on here, and it will show you which teachers from my school are connected. Okay. This is that professional development video we just watched if you needed to see that again. I actually have a demo class here that I'm going to go into. Okay, so as you can see, we've got Angelina Jolie in this class and Bradley Pitt, Cameron Diaz. Okay, this is very similar to what the app looks like. So if you have the app, I know that I like that, and I'm going to see if I could try to do it. My class, when you add a point, let's say if Cameron needs work, she didn't remember her homework, okay, her green point has gone away. But what I like to do for the younger students is to add the red down here. So you can actually go into display settings. It should be here. And you can separate the totals. You can make the avatar smaller or bigger. Now again, I didn't mention this earlier, but once the parents have the code from where we showed that you can invite the parents, they can go, the children can go in there and create their own avatars. So you'll see when I click back out that the avatars are different. That is really a big incentive. When I show them that their avatars can be different, they go home and bug their parents and say, please, please, please let me build my avatar. And then that gets the parents signed up also. But I pressed separate totals. Okay, you can change how you want to display the students' names. Now I'm going to save the settings. Now you can see that Cameron, who did not bring her homework, has a red point instead of a minus green point. Now that's just a preference. Up here, you can see who is connected. It will show you what parents have connected. So 0 out of 22. Once you put in how many parents you have, it will show you how many are connected. Now let's say if you have a mother and a father sign up, it will show you both of those names that they are signed up under different emails. Any notifications you get, we talked about the class stories where you can put the photos in here, add a photo or add a file and post it. Now remember, this is not public information. Only these people's parents can see it. Then if a parent likes it or comments on it, then the notification will come up here. Let's go back to the classroom. Here is that student mode that I was telling you about, that each student is given their own QR code. Again, I'm not completely familiar with this because my students aren't using individual QR codes. But I know that Renee's son, our moderator, does use this. So if you have any questions, you can type that in the chat. Big ideas are from Class Dojo themselves. They show empathy, short videos with character traits. You can select multiple students in your class. So if Denzel and Megan Fox are doing a good job, I can give them some feedback. They were helping others. Gives a nice little chime. You can turn that off also. You can take attendance. See who's here and who's not here. You can randomize. So let's say I'm trying to get the kids' attention and I'm trying to figure out who's doing a good job. So I pulled up random. Megan Fox came up. Is Megan Fox on task? Oh, you know what? She was up out of her seat or she was unprepared, so I'm going to give her a red for that. Want to press random again. I'm looking Halle Berry. Oh, yep, Halle Berry. She's being very persistent right now, so I'm going to give her a green. There's also a timer, so no more looking for that stopwatch, and you could do stopwatch or countdown. Very helpful. I'm going to give you
Jordan, call the office, please.
about 2 minutes to ask any questions you would like. View reports. This is the whole class report. You can view it in a spreadsheet or you can print it out. You can also do this for attendance. Now, let's say I don't see that Cameron Diaz's mom has been checking, because it will, like when you send out a message to all the parents, it will show you 13 out of 16 parents have seen this message. Or if you send them an individualized message, it will give you a check mark if they've read it. So we're really able to keep tabs on the parents here. But let's say I needed to get a hold of Cameron Diaz's mom. I would actually print this out and send it home in their folder, and it shows exactly why they received that red point. And you can even add a note right here in the comment before you print it out. So when you print out the parent letters, it will come with a parent sign in and a student sign in. It will give them a code on the parent letter. Let me see if I can pull up a parent letter so that we can see that. Connect parents. So I'm going to pull up Get Invites. It's preparing our invites for us. So we can see, okay, we've got it. Here it is down here. I'm going to pull it up. This is what it looks like. Instructions for my class. Print these out. Send them home. Or invite by email. So this is what it looks like. New to Class Dojo, here's your code. Already existing user, here's your code. And then students, if you are signing in, here is your code. Again, if you want to invite parents by email, you can just type in their email address. I'll run through the settings real quick. I don't know if we went through all of these. Edit class. So this is where you can go into adding students. It's as easy as clicking on the student, importing. I know we kind of went through that through the video. Parents, skills, sharing. So this says inviting co-teachers or specialty teachers who join your class will let them award points to students, share updates and photos with parents, and review student progress. So you enter the teacher's email here. So if they're in PE or library, they can also have access to their points. Parents. Connecting students. Resetting the bubbles so that's the end of the day. Select all. Reset bubbles. Display settings, we showed this. We didn't go through everything, so this changes the size of their avatar. How you want the student order to be. Do you want it to show last names or not? Do you want both positive and needs work? Do you want it to play a sound? Totals combined, separated, or no points at all? Again, if you have any questions that were not answered during this presentation, please feel free to go to Atomic Learning. You can find that on garlandisd.net on the staff page under Technology. There are a plethora of videos, not just about Class Dojo, but any other technology apps or websites that have been taught previously, or maybe some new ones that you have not even seen yet. They're by list, or you can look them up by search. So if you go to Atomic Learning and type in Class Dojo, it will walk you through these steps again. If we don't have any more questions, Rene will post your link for your CPE credit. And I want to thank all of you for coming to our presentation. I hope you will enjoy Class Dojo as much as I have. Have a good night.